Hey, BooTube! If you're wondering why I'm cuddled like this, for starters, it is blasted cold right now, and two, it's actually starting to rain. So, it's been raining this past 2 weeks, actually. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 8, titled Medusa, which is pretty much the precursor to the four-part show crossover of what was it called? CW's 4-show crossover for Invasion. It's, I believe, Heroes versus Aliens. Sorry, it's cold. It's very cold. But anyway, we basically start off with like a Thanksgiving dinner at the Danvers family. Like, you see the mom, Alex, Kara, and also, amazingly enough, they have Wynn, James, and Mon-El. And, they're all saying everything they're grateful for and all that stuff, and thanks and everything. And I thought it was really cute, Mon-El's speech. I'm not gonna go into it, but Mon-El's speech was adorable. Because you could tell he loves Kara. It's so cute. But, like, all of a sudden, a dimensional portal literally opens up in the middle of the table. Like, right above the table, in the middle. One of those dimensional portals that we always saw in The Flash pretty much opens up in the middle. And everyone's all freaking out like, oh my god, what's that? And it's pretty funny because Mon-El's like, I don't know much about Thanksgiving, but does that always happen? Right? Anyway, I missed like the first 10 minutes of it because, so like, not really the first 10 minutes. I missed a little bit of the show, so I don't know what really happened in between the Thanksgiving dinner and what happens next. But all I remember is that Mon-El was at that bar, that alien bar, and he sees someone he thinks is Jean, right? So he follows him outside the bar, and he's like, Jean, but it turns out it's actually Cyborg Superman, Hank Henshaw, and starts to fight him, and Cyborg Superman pretty much tests and unleash a virus inside the alien bar, which pretty much kills all the aliens except for Mon-El because he went outside to talk to Cyborg Superman because he thought it was Martian Manhunter. But even though he wasn't inside, he's still quarantined. And Eliza Danvers, the mother, the Danvers mama, she finds out that the virus that killed all the aliens in the bar is actually from Krypton, and it can be spread at a wide scale. It just needs a dispersing agent to do so, right? And Kara, she's actually curious on how a Kryptonian virus, got into the hands of Cyborg Superman, and then she figured out that most likely that's the reason why they needed her blood, is to get into the Fortress of Solitude. So she ends up at the Fortress of Solitude, ends up getting attacked by that little robot guy. I forgot what his name was already. Remember, like, Superman and Supergirl had that little robot there at the Fortress of Solitude? And since Cyborg Superman pretended to be Kara Zor-El, he's like, oh yeah, you're the intruder, and he starts attacking, and I was like, ooh, please don't tell me you gotta kill the robot. I actually like the robot, but unfortunately she had to kill the robot. But anyway, Kara learns that Cyborg Superman was pretty much after the virus called Medusa. Because when Kara, went to the fortress, she saw that little hologram of her dad, and she's like, what does Cyborg Superman want? It's like, oh, Medusa. And by the way, I created Medusa to kill all aliens that are not Kryptonian in case of an invasion. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm also watching something at the same time. But anyway, apparently Kara learns that Cyborg Superman was looking after the virus called Medusa, and apparently Medusa was created by Kara's father to pretty much kill any alien that was not Kryptonian in case any outside aliens, invaded Krypton, right? So the virus would kill any alien that wasn't Kryptonian. But anyway, Cyborg Superman attacks L-Corp because apparently there's an isotope there that could pretty much disperse the virus, but Kara manages to stop him and he gets away. And a small thing that happened, not really small, but compared to this episode it's kind of small, But Alex actually manages to come out to her mother, which I thought was a beautiful moment because Eliza pretty much already knew in a weird way, like a small way she kind of already knew, and she fully supportive of Alex, which I thought is the coolest thing. I love Eliza Danvers, hashtag greatest mother in the world. But anyway, Kara tells Lena that her mother Lillian is head of Cadmus and is the reason for all this madness, right? And wants Lena's help to track down Lillian, because a part of her suspects that Lena might be working for Lillian only because, you know, ever since she found out that Lillian and Lena are mother and daughter, she's kind of on the fence about Lena. And because of that, you know, Lena found out about that Supergirl's kind of on the fence about her. And basically because of that, she gets kind of mad, you know. I don't blame her. It's like, oh, so just because, you know, my evil Luthor mommy is head of Cadmus and my evil brother Lex is in jail, you think that I'm working with one of them, right? And she flat out refuses to help Supergirl, which I think is a kind of bad thing, because it's like, please tell me Lena's not going to go on the dark side. I'm sorry, I'm shaking, I'm cold. But anyway, a part of me is like, please tell me she's not going to go to the dark side. I mean, I started really liking Lena Luthor. This is the first time I've actually liked a Luthor ever. Okay? So it's like, man, Kara, give the girl a benefit of the doubt. Especially when she just finds out about everything Lillian's doing. I'm pretty sure, judging by like the past couple of episodes, that Lena had no idea about Lillian and Cadmus, so she could at least give Lena the benefit of the doubt, man. Now I think Lena's gonna go to the dark side. Thanks a lot. But anyway, because of that, Lena gives Lillian the case containing the isotope. Thanks, Supergirl. The one Luthor I actually liked, and you made her go to the dark side. But anyway, Kara was gonna go confront the Luthors and Cyborg Superman. Ja'an volunteered to go with her, but she's like, no, don't, because this virus kills all aliens but Kryptonians. You'll die. And also the fact that she also found out from Ja'an about McGann's blood transfusion turning him into a white Martian, which pretty much tells her, you know, McGann is a white Martian. But, you know, he still goes with her, and, they confront them, you know, Kara and Jean confront the Luthors, and then Cyborg Superman comes out of nowhere. And, you know, Jean fights Cyborg Superman, and friggin' the rocket gets launched because, you know, the isotope and the virus are all in the rocket. It gets launched, and Kara has to chase down the rocket, and while Jean was fighting Cyborg Superman, he actually becomes a full-out white Martian, which kind of scares the crap out of me because He's a green Martian. He's Martian Manhunter. This doesn't look right, you know what I mean? It's like, I can't see Ja'an as a white Martian. He's like the cutest Martian. He's like, have you seen him in like all media? He's like the cutest thing in the world. It's not right seeing him like monstrous like. It's so wrong. But anyway, Kara chases the rocket down, but unfortunately she fails, and Medusa is apparently dispersed. However, when it's dispersed, for some oddball reason, Ja'an and all the other aliens, they don't die. And then we find out that apparently, especially Lillian, judging by her face, we find out that Lena switched the virus. And so, I was like, yay! Lena backstabbed the bad guy! I love it! That's awesome! The only reason why she supposedly gave her mother the isotope was to pretty much gain her mother's trust so she could pretty much backstab her in the end and pretty much save all the aliens. So Lena Luthor, the best Luthor ever. I love that. I really do. And hang on for a sec, guys. Sorry about that. I'm watching a very interesting show. But anyway, Lena, where I left off was pretty much Lena pretty much switch the isotope with a fake one, basically to gain Lillian's trust, which I think is so freaking cool because I really did not want Lena Luthor to be bad. She seemed like a really good person, and I know for a fact she didn't seem like, you know, she just didn't seem like that type of person, you know what I mean? Hang on, I'm hearing something. I'm sorry, all I'm hearing are cats running around because it's like raining. You know how cats hate water. It's pretty funny actually hearing them all. But anyway, I'm so happy that Lana turned out to be a good guy. Pretty dang happy, you know, there's actually a Luthor that's actually not only a good guy, but actually working with a super. That's beautiful. That's just straight up beautiful. I think I found one of my favorite people in this show right now. Besides Alex, of course, I'll always love Alex. Like, totally supportive of her. Totally love her mother for being supportive. I love Kara, obviously. Mon-El is one of my favorites. Win is hilarious. James, 50-50. It still has to kind of... I like that he's Guardian, but he still has to kind of win me over, kind of. But right now, Lana Luthor. Really liking her. But anyway, Lillian's arrested, but unfortunately Cyborg Superman manages to escape. And, what I thought was really interesting, though, is before Kara and Jean went to confront the Luthors and Cyborg Superman, Kara has this moment with Mon-El, which I thought was cute because, you know, he pretty much says to her, you know, your Earth mom told me I'm dying. I may not have your hearing, but my hearing's pretty dang good. I know I'm dying. And Kara, she's all blaming herself. She's like, you shouldn't be dying. It's all my fault because my dad's the one that made the Medusa virus. I'm so sorry. And the most beautiful moment I've ever seen in my life was that fact that Mon-El, he puts her hair behind her ear and like touches her face all gently and stuff. And he calls her beautiful, like at least twice before he does the greatest thing in the world, which was kiss her. He actually kissed her. And I'm like, bestow my heart, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Not gonna lie to you, James is an okay guy. And I love that he's friends with Kara and all that stuff. Especially since he's already best friends with Superman. But, dude, Mon-El and Kara have way more chemistry together in this show in like 3 days than James and Kara had in a whole freaking season, which was season 1. Okay? So, I ship that like 1,000,000%. Like, yes. That, oh my god. And the fans even came up with a hashtag for them. Hashtag caramel. It's, Karamel. Hashtag caramel. Which I love! Oh my god! It's so beautiful! And then he pretty much he lays back down because he passes out, but right before he does it, he still says, he calls her beautiful again. It's like, ugh! Not gonna lie to you, I really did not want him to die. I was like, please, Mon-El, don't die. I love you. You're the greatest thing in the world. And luckily, after all this, they managed to find a cure. Because, Eliza managed to make a cure using the actual virus itself to, you know, manufacture a cure for Mon-El. And also, she managed to manufacture the cure on Medusa to pretty much restore Jean to his Green Martian form. So she killed all the white Martian cells out of Jean, so now he's a Green Martian again. So Eliza right now, the most greatest supportive mother in the world when it came to her own daughter Alex, she cured Mon-El, and she restored Jean back to a Green Martian. Right now, hashtag Eliza Danvers, bad ASS mommy to the end of time. She's the greatest mother ever. Hashtag it, guys. Hashtag it. I don't care how you hashtag it. Just make sure you put Eliza, greatest mom ever, or something like that. But anyway, another cool thing that happened besides the Mon-El and Kara kiss, Maggie and Alex kiss. Because during the episode, Maggie does help out Kara at one point, and she gets shot and almost I wouldn't say almost died, but it was a pretty bad wound. And Maggie's like, you know, I almost died. Life is too short. And she pretty much kisses Alex. And I was like, and she admits that she has feelings for Alex. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen, right next to the Mon-El thing. Because, you know, Mon-El and Kara, hashtag caramel. But anyway, apparently we also see that this unknown alien race is literally searching for Mon-El, which I'm not going to get too much into, but I had a feeling it has to do with Mon-El's secret. Because remember, Mon-El has this secret that he's been trying to tell Kara, but wasn't able to. So I'm guessing it has to do with this alien race. But anyway, Barry Allen and Cisco Ramon from The Flash show up at Kara's apartment to enlist Kara's help. So this is the beginning of the Invasion crossover, which I think is really cool. But anyway, I'm running out of time. I love this episode. Hashtag caramel. I forgot what the hashtag is for Maggie and Alex, but I'm gonna find out. But anyway, awesome episode. I love it. Lena Luthor is awesome. Mon-El is beautiful. That is my reaction, man, to Supergirl Season 2, Episode 8, titled Medusa.